It's indeed an honor and a great privilege to be given the opportunity to speak to this congregation once again. It's been a long time. Siguro mga taon na yung lumipasan po, Brother Franco. And marami pong salamat sa inyong pagbibigay sa akin ng pagkakataon. Pinupuri ko ang Panginoon at binigyan ako ng privilege ng mga pagsalita sa umaga nito. I entitled my lesson with a question. And the question is, are we on a diet? Are we on a diet? I'm not going to speak about what you eat this morning, but let me just try to define what a diet is. So minsan medyo yung ating ideas about dieting is misguided. No? Pag sinabing, nagda-diet ka ba? No? Doon lang sa mga taong malulusog natin sinasabi ang salitang ito. No? Pero a diet, according to Webster's dictionary, is a specific allowance or selection of food, especially prescribed to control weight, or in these orders in which certain foods are contraindicated. For example, a salt-free or a sugar-free diet. Just like for myself, hindi na tayo kasing healthy nung tayo mas mga bata pa lamang. My doctor prescribed yung diet ko na low sodium, low sugar, tapos no fat. I have to watch what I eat para sa aking high blood pressure at sa heart condition. But as I've said a while ago, hindi lang sa mga may sakit or hindi lang sa mga malulusog prescribe ang diet. A diet could also mean simply the food and drink that a person regularly consumes. To diet means to follow or to cause to follow a dietary regimen. It's from the Greek word diatia, which means mode of living or direction of one's own life. So yung original na meaning niya, hindi talaga patungkol sa pagkain. Yung word na diet, na nanggaling sa Greek word na diatia, hindi siya patungkol sa food. It means the mode of living or direction of one's own life. Let me just give you mga trivias, mga little knowledge about dieting or diet. Did you know that in the Bible, Adam and Eve, the first man and woman, ate only fruits and vegetables? Yun ang kanilang diet. You know why? They did not eat meat at that time. I mean, how could you eat your friend? You know, man treated animals as friends at that time. Diba? The Bible actually even said in the book of Genesis that Adam actually was the one who gave names to those animals. The first slaughter of animals was actually not done by man. Alam niyo kung sino ang gumawa? God did. No? And it was not for food. When God first killed an animal, it was not for food. You know what it was for? The skins of that animal were actually used to cover the nakedness of man. Diba? We go back to the book of Genesis. So yung kanilang diet, itong si Adam and Eve noong unang panahon sa Garden of Eden was consisting of what? Fruits and vegetables. Now, ito kay Brother Franco kay ito natutunan, ano? Pero I have confirmed that this is correct. Did you know that the prophet Daniel and his 3 friends were also vegetarians? Now, at that time na nabubuhay itong si Daniel at saka yung kanyang mga kaibigan doon sa Persia, okay na yung pagkain ng meat. Right? But then, it was actually their preference. They preferred to eat vegetables. Kaya itong ating mga kapatid at mga kaibigan ng mga Ilocano, I appreciate their culture. Mahilig silang magkain ng saruyot. Saluyot, malunggay, Diba? Talbos ng kamote, hindi nawawala sa pagkainan. Good vegetables, good for one's health. The prophet Daniel and his three friends refused to eat meat, and they preferred to become vegetarians. And at the end of the challenge that they did with the other wise men at that time, mas lumabas na mas healthy pa itong si Daniel at saka yung kanyang mga tatlong kaibigan kaysa doon sa mga tao kumain ng meat. So, number 2 natin na trivia, si Daniel at yung kanyang tatlong kaibigan were vegetarians. Now, how about John the Baptist? Alam niyo po ba kung ano yung diet ni John the Baptist? Ito, nasubukan ko ng kainin pero isang beses lang. That was the first and the last. Because the idea of eating something with legs, something that crawls, just disgusts me. Alam yung diet ni John the Baptist? Yung honey, masarap yun eh. Diba? It's good for one's health. Isa sa diet ni John the Baptist yung pagkain ng honey. Pero bukod doon, meron pa kasi. Alam ba natin? According to the New Testament, sa Matthew chapter 3 and verse 4, ang diet ni John the Baptist was honey and locusts. Now, once again, dun sa siguro Luzon or northern part ng Philippines, kinakain ito, di ba? Ano ba yung locust? Yung mga malalaking ipaklong, ano? Yung mga balang bang tawag nun? Sa Tagalog, ano? Balang. I've only eaten it once and that was in person and the last. Because ayoko yung isipin yung kinakain ko mag-anak ng isa sa mga insektong pinakaayaw ko. I don't like cockroaches. No? I hate cockroaches. And the idea of eating locusts na related doon just disgusts me. But that was John the Baptist's diet. Diba? Honey and locust. Now, here's the fourth trivia. Did you know that the Jews of ancient times at saka yung mga Jews of nowadays, meron pa kasi mga Hudyo nowadays, do not eat bacon or ham or pork because it was considered unclean. Leviticus chapter 11 verses 7 and 8. Hindi nila kinakain ng baboy. Did you know that? And then, did you also know that the Bible prohibits the eating of blood? Genesis chapter 9 verse 4, Leviticus 7:26, Leviticus 17 verse 10 and 12, and then Acts chapter 15 verses 20 and 29. The Lord, the God of the Bible, prohibits the eating of blood. So those are just little trivias that you could try to remember about dieting. Nowadays, ang dami ng iba't ibang klase ng diet, di ba? Meron na yung no protein diet, kaya all protein, low carb, all carb, di ba? But that's not the topic that I'm going to talk about this morning, as I've said. The Lord in the book of Matthew chapter 4 and verse 4 said, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeds out of the mouth of God. Alam niyo bakit tinapay yung nabanggit? Alam niyo kung Filipino setting yon or dito yung pinanganak ng ating Panginoong Yesus? Hindi bread ang babanggitin. Ano? Man shall not live by rice alone. At that time, doon siya pinanganak sa Israel, ang kanilang stipend na food was bread. And the Lord said, man, ang tao hindi lamang nabubuhay sa tinapay o sa kanin o sa spaghetti na kanyang kinakain, kundi sa mga salita ng gagaling sa bibig ng Diyos. That's what I'm going to concentrate at this morning. I'm not gonna talk about what you eat physically, but I would like for everybody, including myself, to remember the importance of making sure that our soul is getting nourished properly. Let me just ask you, ilang beses tayo kumakain sa isang araw? When I was in England, sa lifestyle ng mga British, 5 times minimum sila kumakain. Breakfast, pagdating mga 10:30, meron silang tea and biscuits. And then lunch,